welcome everybody to the Waiver Wire watch party here at Fantasy and Frames. Guys, it's ladies' night. We got Erika, we got Sharlene, I'm Stacy. We got my little guy Maddox here. He's crashing ladies' night. But he wanted to come on and show you guys his styling creamsicle orange Bucks bandana because he's a Bucks fan. So go Bucks. If it was Sunday, he'd be a Packer fan. But today is Monday. Bucks are playing the Lions. Monday Night Football. We are going to be bringing you guys the updates to what is going on in that game. It's kind of surprising, low-scoring game. Thought it would be a little bit more exciting considering the two teams playing, one of the highest lines of the week. But nevertheless, we are going to bring you all the updated information for that. We are going to go through, talk about the different, and all the craziness that happened yesterday. We're going to talk about our studs. We're going to talk about our duds. We're going to go through position by position and talk about all the waiver options that you guys have this week. It's a big week for buys. Got a lot of teams on bye this week. We got Arizona, Detroit, Jacksonville, Raiders. I think they're on a bye every week. We got the Rams and the Seahawks. Some more fantasy relevant teams too. So we're going to be bringing you guys a ton of information. So buckle up. Throw your questions on into that comment section. We are going to get to them as they come in. Woo! That's a lot. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
I'm doing fantastic. Jinx.
A little. I sense a little sarcasm in the fantastic.
I am fantastic. I'm just exhausted. I'm fantastically exhausted.
Fair point.
Like my teams won this week. Like I'm feeling good. Well, minus
all of our teams won this week.
That. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate the stress level that it brought, but yes, my teams won.
Heck yeah. Guys, it's ladies' night. We've got the bar open. Tell the folks at home what you're drinking.
I've got a Sam Adams Oktoberfest. My go-to fall beer.
I have an Alvarado Street Brewing Mai Tai PA.
Are those flamingos?
IPA. Yes, they are. They are in fact flamingos.
Those are so cute.
That sounds so good.
It is really good.
So good.
These guys are out of Monterey.
Nice.
How about you, Stacey?
I got some red wine in my Fantasy and Frames cup over here. I got a little Pinot Noir action.
Represent.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get a little tipsy before this is done, but no guarantees.
No promises?
No promises. No promises whatsoever. What's up, Scampers? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Scampers. All right, guys, let's kick it off. Let's do some studs. Let's do some duds. We actually first, and I put this question over in the chat over here. One, I want to know, who do you guys think is going to win the first Monday Night Football matchup? So everybody who's watching online, everybody who is throwing those questions on in the comments, I want to know who you guys think is going to win. Yep, Scampers, Rams, and Panthers both won. Mike White, I just saw that notification come in. Mike White signed with the Panthers practice squad. He's not making our waiver list this week. Who knows about next week, though? Who knows? We'll see. TBD.
Well, Jamar Gibbs just went off for a 78-yard touchdown.
Hell to the yeah.
So
my parlay looking good so far.
I want all the points. This is like how many fantasy players are in this game? Like there's a ton.
A ton.
Yeah. Both QBs, both running backs, wide receivers on both sides. We get Mike Evans back.
And Aguka's playing too. Yeah, he's playing.
Okay. I knew he was going to play. I just, every time I happen to look at the TV, So
I haven't actually seen him out there, but as far as I know, he is playing.
He's in Detroit. We do know that. He's in Detroit at Ford Field.
I also know we were promised more David Montgomery, and that has not happened at all.
Not today.
Yeah, I don't ever believe that. So he is sitting on my bench. I started Ken Walker this week over David Montgomery.
Okay.
How'd that go?
Hopefully we'll see. They play the next game.
TBD. Those of you who are going to stay, I did not get my nap in today, so I may have to watch the late game tomorrow.
West Coast, Best Coast.
Yeah, no kidding.
7 p.m.
Until you do the London games.
I know that. Well, I mean, I have kids. I'm not 30 anyway.
No. Even my puppy lets me sleep until 7:30. I mean,
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, that's good for you. My dog never let me sleep in that late.
we're training
She
him.
was my
We're training
she
him
was
well.
my practice for kids.
Well, right now he's on this is like my little studio setup. This is also like a / guest room. And he is sitting on the daybed over here, chewing some clothes that I had set aside when I purged my closet last weekend. So I guess those aren't going to be making it to Goodwill. So,
He's just going to town. He's having a blast over there.
He learned that he can jump on things this week, and so now that's what he's literally jumping all over the place on stuff. So he just got down from my lap, ran over there, hopped up on the bed, and started chewing. And I thought, of course, she chose this moment to do that right now. When I
Of course.
go over and snatch you off the bed. Dogs.
Oh.
All right, suds and duds. Charlene, I'm gonna let you take it. Take it first. Go ahead, girl.
All right, so are we gonna start with the Broncos then? Because my God, I have to say, I'm gonna complain a little bit about this, but this was so much better than watching them versus the Jets in London the weekend before, which was just miserable and god awful, and you know, why did we all get up to watch this game? But yeah, so this started out probably worse than that. I mean, you know, when you're down 19-0, you kind of just assume that's it. But I mean, it was Demaryius Thomas Day, and I just kept yelling at my TV. This is not how we celebrate Demaryius Thomas Day. This is not how we're doing this. This cannot happen. And I guess they agreed, because here comes the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden the whole team woke up. And it was that fourth quarter was just a different team. They
scored 33 points.
Yeah, Bo Nix had like what, 3.4 points or something like that before the fourth quarter.
But on Demaryius Thomas Day, wasn't he 33? Didn't he wear
33? He was 33 when he
got oh, that's right. He was 33. He didn't wear 33.
And there were 33 seconds left when they started that drive.
No way.
Insane.
That's wild.
I saw all of that too.
Yeah, that was. I
am telling you, like, we needed a miracle for that game to happen, and he brought it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm still super high strung because of that game, and then going into the Niners game didn't help. So, you know,
Mike Evans is down.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, he's been down for a couple minutes.
Did you get hit? What happened?
Yeah, it was a weird hit, weird tackle, weird angle. But he's been down on it. Yeah, he's down on his side, just like not moving.
Oh, he hit his head on the.
Oh yeah, his head
bounced.
He hit his head on the. He hit his head on the.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he got knocked out.
Yeah, he's like slumped up.
Bunk right there.
He was moving.
And he's out.
He
was out right there.
Down, so he's conscious.
Oh, he's struggling to get up though. He still hasn't got up.
Oh gosh.
Dang.
I guess oh geez, he looks bad. No, he
does not look good at all. He's still out of it.
We'll keep you guys up to date on that. Those of you that may not be able to watch or something right now, we'll let you guys know. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Good. Hey, there's Agbuka. Here, you finally saw Agbuka though.
There's our boy. Oh, Mikey.
Man. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
God, that's upsetting. That's I wish they wouldn't show that. Like, that's really upsetting.
I think they stopped. Yeah, they stopped doing the replays, so that's good.
Scampers brings up a good point. Scampers brings up a good point over here about Bo Nix not nearly getting the smoke that JJ McCarthy is getting. Charlene, your thoughts on this? This is your QB, because he did not look good.
Say that again.
That game. your boy Bo did not look good for the first 3 quarters. Like he hasn't looked good
For the
all
first
season.
3 quarters. Yeah, he's not getting the smoke because of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. But what about for the whole season though? Like the whole season, it's been rough for him, man.
It's been up and down. Yeah. He is not quite living up to the hype, in my opinion. However, he's also not he's not the worst. He has been just good enough to keep the team moving.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why he's not getting all the smoke. I mean, you know, you definitely hear a lot of the complaining and a lot of the you know, we did not draft you for this. Like what is happening? It's not like he doesn't have anybody to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
We've got decent receivers out there. We've got a decent tight end. Like let's do something with that. I really hope that this game lit a fire under his ass. Or I should say the fourth quarter of this game.
Speaking of people yesterday, I just wanted to point out, hang on. Let's see, game log. My boy Marvin Mims. Nice little day for him. 15.8 fantasy points on the day, building from his week 4 performance where he had 20 points. I love to see it. I love Marvin Mims. Finally, right? I don't know that this is going to keep up, but it's nice to see.
I was going to put him on the waiver side, but I think he's a little too rostered in most leagues. So
let's be fair. Like he's pretty inconsistent, and I think they use him in a different way. They don't use him the way that I think would benefit all of us fantasy managers. You know, like they're not putting him out there in a consistent way that we're going to need for our rosters.
They're really spreading the wealth. I mean, even Troy Franklin got a touchdown. Like, he had a good day.
Yeah, Troy Franklin had a great day. Yeah, I mean, like, thank God for that fourth quarter. You know, like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, the fourth quarter saved everybody.
No kidding.
Can we talk about the other side of the ball, though?
Ooh. I saw the meme of Sweet Jackson Dart, like, and it was just like
welcome to
the moment that he, like, knew what it felt to be a New York Giant.
Yeah.
It kind of made me sad.
But he had a great game. I
know. Honestly, I felt really bad for him.
I did too.
Like his face at the end of that game, like, how did this happen?
Like he brought his team back. And
he kept them in that fourth quarter. Even when the Broncos came back on a tear and became a completely different team, he kept the Giants in it.
Yeah.
He made me nervous. It was like, no, stop doing that.
I mean, this makes me season. I feel like he's, you know, like you can feel comfortable probably starting him. Like if he faces the Denver defense, right, who's giving up the second fewest QB fantasy points.
If he can do that, if he can do that against Denver, like
go on,
don't worry about him.
Love it.
I am so excited for his career. I really am.
I was about to say, like, I'm so excited for these young QBs. Like, you got Bo Nix, you got JJ McCarthy coming back from injury. Like,
Daniels.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. It's like the new regime of quarterback, and I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, we got a lot of really good years ahead of us, I think. So let's do studs first, and then we'll do duds because let's keep the positivity going here. Jonathan Taylor gets his 3rd hat trick of the season, his 3rd game with 3 touchdowns. The Colts are the best team in the NFL right now. We got Daniel Jones coming in. Look at today. Here's what I thought. Right today, this is what I was thinking. I was like, back in New York, let me first ask, are you guys familiar with the Indiana Jones movies?
Yes.
Okay. Erika, we'll talk about this later. So you know in Indiana Jones where he's like acting in his professor role and he's got his little nerdy glasses and everything and he kind of looked like a dork, right? So that was Daniel Jones back when he was in New York, right? And then he goes and becomes like Indiana Jones, right? He puts the hat on, he's all sexy, he's got the whip and everything. That's Daniel Jones in Indianapolis, of all places. Okay, he has turned from nerdy little professor over into Indiana Jones.
Speaking of which, if you have not seen his sleeper profile, that is his photo. They put the Indiana Jones hat on him
I saw that.
The whip.
As they should. As they should.
It is fantastic.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much right now. I actually just saw before the this game got started, they posted like ESPN did a whole thing with like Baker and Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold and like all these guys just having like total like resurgence of their careers now in different places than where they started. And it was just like, oh, that's cool. That's really nice to see like all three of those guys. I love it so much. Love it so much. Definitely don't have nearly enough Jonathan Taylor on my rosters. But that's okay. That's all right. Erika,
what's crazy?
Really impress
I was
you?
going to say what's crazy about the Colts too is that they don't have like a true wide receiver one. It's basically Jonathan Taylor and Warren.
Well, and Josh Downs was out this week, and Tyler Warren's looking like a, absolute like, there's everybody ever since Sam Laporta had that phenomenal rookie year. Right now, all these tight ends are expected to come out and have these great years too, and that's just not how that's going to happen for all of those guys. But man, he's looking fantastic. And
it's been Laporta, then Bowers, and then now Warren. Like we've had 3 good years of rookie tight ends. I love it.
This is definitely starting a trend. Scampers wanted to let us know we've got sleeper photos. Go check out DJ Waddle, Josh Allen, the Scataboo. Yeah, go look at those. Those are fun. Bob said he had a great week from CMC. Man, if you got CMC, you probably got him at a little bit of a value. And man, you were just living your best fantasy life.
I wish I had more.
Same.
I was out on CMC. I was like, he can't do it again. He can't.
I was not.
He's gonna get hurt.
Nervous.
I was nervous. But if I could get him at a value, in a couple places, yeah. But I definitely don't have. But you know what though, I wasn't getting a ton of like that first 1 through 6 in my drafts. A lot I was getting that tail end. So I don't have a lot of Amon-Ra. Don't have a lot of CeeDee Lamb. Like I don't have a lot of those guys right up at the beginning of your drafts here. So that definitely kind of sucks.
Speaking of CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
We're great at these segues today. Like
we are.
Yes.
On fire. We need to drink on every show.
I mean, always.
Right?
You're just how Dwayne does.
What are you talking
Me and
about?
Sharlene are always here drinking.
Usually I'm a water gal, but tonight we needed a little extra.
Especially for these all of these buys that we're gonna get into. So
yeah. Well, we got some duds too. I guess we have to be slightly negative on some of our duds. Since we're drinking, just go ahead and pour one out for our boy Travion Henderson because we got an undrafted free agent in Terrell Jennings now being used over poor Travion. So nothing against Jennings. Like I'm sure you're great. I just didn't even know honestly that it was on the team until this week, and it looked like Mike Vrabel was just like singing his praises. So I feel like that's kind of the.
But why?
A little bit.
Why no Travion? Like
I don't know. Maybe he parked in Mike Vrabel's spot his first day of camp, and Vrabel's never forgiven him. I don't know. Like I wish I knew why, because I don't think he's a bad running back. I mean, obviously, I'm not there every day. Maybe that's what they think of him. Who knows? But it's not great.
No, it's not.
Maddox wanted to come up specifically and talk about that. As soon as we talked about Travion Henderson, he ran over and was demanding to be picked up. So, yeah.
Let me just read the duds from one of my teams. Bryce Young, 9 points. Kamani Vidal, 5.5. Genty, 3.9. BTJ, 4.6. Ted McMillan, 4.8. My defense got me 17 points. That was my highest scoring.
Who was your defense?
The Panthers.
Well, to be fair, Bryce Young did get hurt.
I have the lowest score in this league. They were all duds for me. It was a weird fantasy week.
I mean, I had to start Jalen Coker in a league, and I got to tell you,
not great.
Big fat zero.
Yep.
It was not great. Shout out to our girl Angie, who is, I think Angie and I are playing each other. No, it's Gina. I'm sorry. Gina and I are playing each other in the Queen's Closet this week. And for a minute there, I was a little worried that Gina was going to lose to my little ragtag group of misfits on my bench. But she's got it together. Her team is going to pull it out. So can't be losing the last place team in the league, Gina. It's not a good look.
I'm surprisingly beating Lauren's team somehow. Yeah. I don't know. Queen's Classic team decided to show up this week. None of the others.
Thank God for Rashi Rice though coming back.
I am in trouble in that one because Jaden went down again, so I'm a little.
We will get to that in the waivers.
Yeah.
We definitely will. Anybody else got some duds?
Concerned.
Anyone else? It's been Justin Fields getting benched for Tyler. That
okay, but did he really get that hit? Was insane. I don't think he was coming back into that game regardless. Like, he got knocked out.
If I was playing that bad, I would
have knocked yourself out.
Yeah, take it down.
I think there's a lot of Jets fans out there that want to knock themselves out.
Yes, one of my best friends is she and her husband are Jets fans. Well, she's a Jets fan by marriage, but she's suffering right along.
I don't know that that's included in the marriage vows. That, like, if your team is that bad, if you're marrying into a team that's that bad, I feel like you get a pass. You don't have to. You don't.
She was a Cowboys fan, so maybe
I'd
she
rather be
thought
a
she
Cowboys
was
fan
like,
now.
yeah, well, now, but I mean, they've been married for almost 10 years, so.
That's girl. It's the year 2025. We don't have to do that anymore. We can have our own bank accounts. We can take mortgages out in our own name. You don't have to take your husband's team. You don't have to. No one's making you do that.
Well, it's her team now. She is suffering like it's her own team. So she's
have you guys seen these things online? It's like these little memes that go around, and it's like these like couples taking a picture together, and it's like the girl saying like, here's how I know he's never gonna cheat on me, and it's like him wearing like a Jets like jersey, like a Jets fan, or like like a Cowboys fan, or like
loyal and true.
Yeah, exactly. And like terrible team that they're never gonna give up. Those are funny. Yeah, y'all. So we mentioned we've got quite a few buys this week. We got 6 teams out on a buy. So we're gonna have players like McBride, Harrison, Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Gibbs, Monty Laporta. They're all gonna be out. ETN, Stafford, all the guys on the Rams, those guys are going to be out. To your Seahawks are going to be out. JSN, Kenneth Walker. So we've got a lot of people that we need to replace this week. So we should probably get to some of those. We kind of surprises from week
22 minutes in. That's fine.
I think we've covered all this.
We're doing fine.
Yeah. We're about to go into halftime here.
Missed field goal.
Yeah, we got 14-0 Bucks. They did cart Mike Evans off. Yeah, thoughts go out to him.
Yeah, it did not look
Baker is 7 for 13 for 25 yards.
I think that really shook all of them. That feels like
tonight though.
Yeah, I know. But that after that hit, you saw Baker get sacked, and it just that's tough when one of your leaders goes down like that. But yeah, we'll move on. Who wants to talk quarterbacks?
Let's see.
Who wants to go first?
I don't have one here, so.
Well, I've got a few. Charlene and I've got some for us.
Yeah, we've got a couple
throws. Yeah, we've got some. Here's your top ads, guys, and then you know what? I should probably fix that so that we're all on screen. There we go. That looks much better. So we're gonna give you guys, as usual, we're gonna give you all some. Here's our top ads of the week. We're gonna give you some deep league dart throws if we find any. We've got a lot at quarterback, and at first when I started doing this earlier today, I really couldn't think of too many guys, and then the news started pouring in. We started getting a whole bunch of injury reports and everything like that. So we got quite a few that we're going to get to, you guys. Don't forget to Fantasy and Frames does a really great waiver article for both regular offensive players and IDP as well. I know Jim Bednar is doing the waiver article for us this week. You got Gary Davenport's article for IDP. So you can go check those out on fantasyandframes.com. If you guys want some more in-depth analysis, because we, like I said, we are the waiver wire watch party. So we're doing a lot all together tonight. So we're gonna give you some of our top few. First off, we got Spencer Rattler here. He's rostered in 13% of leagues. Look, I get it. The Saints, they're not sexy. That's okay, because Rattler has been super consistent. And you know what? Sometimes taking somebody who's really consistent is better than hooking up with the nice, hot, guy at the bar, right? You want somebody who's going to be there. Who's going to be reliable for you. And that's Spencer Rattler. He's going to get you 13.5 points per game. Not excited about that? That's okay. You know who that's more than right now? That's more than my sweet Jordan Love. All right, that's more than he's averaging per game. That's more than Carson Wentz is averaging per game. But here's the nice stuff about Spencer Rattler is that he's throwing at least 30 plus attempts a game. They don't have a bye until week 11. They do face the Bucks, the Rams, Carolina in their next 3 games. Going into this week, he only had 1 interception. He did have 3 this week. But that's just because Erica's Bears are a really good defense. And also, too, don't forget, Erika, who's the Bears defensive coordinator? It's not a trick question. It is the former head coach of the New Orleans Saints, Dennis Allen. So we probably had a little inside info in there on how to stop the Saints. So don't be distraught over his 3 interceptions this week. It's totally fine. That's not going to be an every week kind of thing. So Spencer Rattler out there in 13% of leagues. The Lions just did something, it looks like, on defense, because I don't know any of those players out there. So
they got an interception.
They're all very, very excited over there. Guys, any thoughts on Spencer Rattler?
I agree with you. I keep saying consistency is king, especially this season. I mean, with all these injuries and just new pieces coming into every offense, if you can get anybody that even has some semblance of consistency, like, go after that.
Right.
Because at least you're not going to have heartburn every week.
And again, we're going into a bye week where there's 6 teams on bye. Plus you have injuries galore. Like, if you need a body, he's a body.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot of guys that are going to be out. We got a lot of guys injured.
Saying that a lot.
All the things. So, this is going to be a recurring theme for the night, guys. Next
for the season.
Oh yeah, for our rest of the season. Next up, you got McCorkle Jones. We love saying that.
I love that
full government name here. McCorkle Jones rostered in only 11% of leagues. So here's the thing with him, right? You don't know how long you're going to have him, but that's okay because, and also, right, he only put up 6 points this week. Charlene, 6 points this week. Come on. What the heck?
Well, I mean, when you just give it to CMC and let CMC do all the work, you don't need to do anything.
Exactly. And that's my point, right? This was a huge CMC game. And also Atlanta gives up the second fewest QB points per season. Now, bad news is that the team that gives up the fewest, excuse me, sir, not right now, just a minute. The team that gives up the fewest QB points is the Houston Texans. Charlene, who do the 49ers play next week? The Houston Texans. Okay, so there's that, right? But again, I get it, right? You see, here's the good thing too. And before this week, he's throwing like 39 to 49 times a game. Like that, he's just absolutely unloading the ball. You've got Ricky Pearsall, hopefully is coming back. For whatever reason, Jawan Jennings was out there, with his half a cage full of broken ribs and all of the ankle sprains.
With half a body,
half a body. And you got George Kittle back. And you know what is next week? Week 8?
It's National Tight End Day, baby.
National Tight End Day.
So hopefully he doesn't give us a goose egg.
Well, I don't think that he will. I don't think that he will because our boy George Kittle always shows up on National Tight End Day. So I have a feeling that Mac is going to be thrown out there to George Kittle, making him look like a superstar, celebrating his day. And we don't know what the deal is with Purdy. That's a really weird injury. So
is it actually a turf toe, or like have they said?
Yeah,
it is a turf toe.
It is a turf toe. Well, he had multiple. It was turf toe and his shoulder, right?
Okay, that's what it was.
It's more of a turf toe than anything else. Yeah. And I hate that they call it turf toe.
And it's such an icky injury too when they explain like the tendons and everything. Yeah.
So there was a meme that was like, I don't know why we call it turf toe. Like that makes it seem like it's not this
makes it seem like you stubbed your toe on the turf.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And they're just being babies about it. And they're like, that's as if you called an Achilles tear a heel peel.
Right. Quit being a pansy. Get out there with your turf toe.
Like I'm saying, like, and I have had, I didn't know it was turf toe, but I've had turf toe. There's a little tiny bone in the ball of your foot called the sesamoid bone. And I have fractured that, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. You just wear your little super attractive boot, and that's it. I mean, I got an ultrasound machine so I could try to encourage like the bone to heal faster, which I'm sure these guys have like a state-of-the-art situation, right? And it's still taking this long, and it's still that much of a pain. So I can't even imagine. And then Joe Burrow had surgery because so I can't even imagine how bad his was.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you're going to have to rest, and we're not going to know from week to week. So I wouldn't go break the bank on Mac Jones, but if he's available in your league, like I said, roster in 11% of leagues, so he should be out there. Good Lord, somebody is very antsy tonight. Sorry about all that background noise, guys. But yeah, so we got Mac. Let me move on to our next player over here. Give it up for the olds. Joe Flacco. Yeah, 15% of leagues. The icy hot bowl was surprisingly good between these two, him and Rodgers. Rodgers is rostered over 50% of leagues, so he's not somebody that we are going to be discussing tonight because we don't like to talk about players that are over 50% rostered in leagues. But Joe Flacco, like I said, 15% rostered. He has like literally given new life to the Bengals. He threw to Chase 23 times, threw between 47 times over his last two games, 18 points, 26 points, 5 total touchdowns. They get the Jets, and then they get the Bears before their bye in week 10. I think Joe Flacco is somebody that you definitely need to be rostering. He has just kind of revitalized this Bengals offense, and I think we're all going to be happier for it. Absolutely.
If you need a QB this week, I feel like this is the top ad right here.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you talk about consistency.
Rest of the season. Yeah.
It's like they told
brought
him,
this team back to life.
Yeah,
he did.
They're like, hey, throw it to the best player on the team. And he's like, okay,
sure, no problem.
Yeah, got this.
Right?
Love it. So that, we've got a couple other ones here we're going to jump into. We've got Sharlene. Talk to me a little bit about Jacoby Brissett, because they are on a bye next week.
They are on a bye. So he is solid enough that I think that he is also worth picking up if you need a body. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on Kyler. What exactly is going on with Kyler? I'm not even sure what's happening there.
Well, he's just bad this year. That's
other than that, like, is this like, oh, he's hurt, but like really he got benched? Like, because you want to talk about inconsistency, like, my God, he has been so volatile. And I know everybody was so high on Kyler because of his rushing ability, but like, that's not saving you at all.
No, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but like I'm pretty sure if I go back and look, like his rushing has gone down like over the last couple years. So that's not really even a benefit to you taking him anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And
so
before the season, they were like, we're going to have Kyler run so much more, which is why everyone was like drafting him really high in fantasy.
Right. And it's not happening.
No, and he can't get on the same page with Marvin. Which is really frustrating. It is. It's really, really frustrating, especially when you turn around and you take a look at the numbers that Jacoby Brissett has with Trey McBride. Like, he has the same amount of touchdowns with Trey McBride in the last 2 games that Kyler Murray's had over the last 2 years with Trey McBride. Like,
if Kyler's out and Brissett is in and you have Trey McBride, you have hit gold. You've struck gold. Like, it's congratulations. You are all set now.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, they do keep saying all the things, like, oh, this is just, short term. After the bye, Kyler's going to be back. And that's probably true because I don't really see how you bench Kyler. But yeah, I mean, definitely one to stash for sure if you can do it cheap without messing with the rest of your roster.
I mean, if he's playing well, I know they say that, but, they were saying that about Carson Wentz, and Wentz was playing well. And so it was kind of like what are they going to do? And then Wentz sort of just answered the question for them this weekend. So, so now there's no issues there, but I think it's kind of, it's the same discussion with Brissett, right? If he's holding this team together. If he's doing well, do they have to put Kyler back in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We've got a couple other really deep league dart throws for you. As you guys can see, the Red Rifle is alive and well in Carolina. Andy Dalton is going to be starting this Sunday. They also did sign Mike White to the practice squad as an abundance of caution. So monitor that Bryce Young injury. Andy Dalton is going to be starting this week for the Panthers. We've also got Quinn Ewers here. And look, this is only for the deepest of leagues, but you gotta. I mean, he did get in there and play a little bit after Tua ended up on the bench this week. That really ugly Cleveland game, which I am kind of shocked that we haven't heard more news out of Miami yet. But I think there's going to be some changes coming, and I think there is a real possibility maybe Tua doesn't end the season starting. So if you are in a deep league, you can do it for cheap. I go put Quinn Ewers on your bench. That's in redraft, of course. We're not talking about dynasty. Charlene, you've got Marcus Mariota and a couple other guys, right? You've got the guys from the Raiders.
Yeah. So Jaden Daniels went down again, but this time it's a hamstring injury. It was really awkward though. It's like the opposite leg that was grabbed, and like it just looked really awkward. But I guess whatever the pulling and pushing motion that happened caused a hamstring injury. I don't know how bad it is. Yeah. I don't think we've gotten an update yet. At least I haven't seen one. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But Mariota was absolutely serviceable the last time Jaden went down. So, and I was smart enough to keep Mariota on my bench after Jaden Daniels came back. So if you have Daniels, if Mariota's available, or if you've got him on your bench, don't hesitate to play him. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, he's a body.
He's definitely.
He's a very warm body.
Oh, surely it sounds like you know something we don't.
A little crush on Mariota there.
No, not that one.
Amber says McDaniel's sadness makes him so sad. I am right there with you, man. Like it is depressing.
I think right now. I think the Niners are just hanging around waiting to welcome him back.
You see that happen so much, right? Guys go out and they, like end up not, doing well in a head coaching position and then go back and become a coordinator and all is well with the world. So, maybe that's what
I mean, we were thrilled to have Saleh back.
Absolutely, you guys were. Absolutely, as you should be. So, who knows? Who's to say? But yeah, I mean, Mike McDaniels is just such a fun character in the NFL. It is kind of depressing to see him so down. So
yeah,
who knows? On to the next chapter. What's up, Albert? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
I do have one name.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you have one name? So JJ McCarthy should be coming back. They're kind of iffy still on if he's actually going to start on Thursday night's game. But Carson Wentz is also limited in practice today. So if neither of them are practicing, third string rookie quarterback Max Brosmer is next in line for QB. Not that he's going to be, a viable starter, but just something to watch if both McCarthy and Wentz are.
He's seen some action this week. He saw a little bit of action when Wentz went down, so not completely out of the blue. Charlene, you wrap us up real quick on QBs because you had a couple others from.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were talking about what's going to happen with Tua. Is he going to get benched? I'm wondering the same thing about Geno. I mean, he has thrown at least one interception in every game, right? Just probably more than that in most games. So that's not sustainable. I mean, they had a terrible loss this week. I mean, I know they were playing the Chiefs, but still they bageled.
Yeah. Chiefs were out to prove a point, I think.
Yeah. I mean, if they have any hope of doing anything, I think Geno gets benched.
Yeah,
And
I don't know
in
what's
the
going on
short
with him.
term, I don't even know who. I'm assuming it's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
But they also still have Aiden O'Connell. I don't know. I don't know where Pete Carroll's at on either one of those guys. So I mean, it's just something to keep an eye on. But I also had I have my crazy hypothetical trade dart throw, which is that Pete decides to go and get Russell Wilson because he seems to be the only one that knows what to do with him.
I could see that happening.
Right,
that's honestly
what I'm saying. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, it's a dart throw of a trade, but like, it could happen.
Especially because the Giants also have Winston, so they'd be fine with
I still
moving.
don't understand why they're hanging on to Jameis.
Exactly.
I still don't. But
I mean, that is also in the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. Well, when it's week 17 and we're sitting here looking at Russell Wilson in, the black and silver, we're going to come back to 41-20 on October 20th. We're going to clip that for Sharlene. Oh, man. All right, guys. We got some running backs here to talk about as well. First up on deck, we've got Kyle Manungai. What a weird last name to say. I think I finally got it right. Sorry, Kyle. Your last name is a little hard to say. Roster in 11% of leagues.
I call him Phenomena.
Okay. All right. He's a fun guy, right? That's like the mushroom joke, right?
Manungai, fun guy, yeah.
Manungai. I'm so sorry. We can't cut that. That's live. So, oh well. Anyway, doing a show and I found it's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, 42-15 is the timestamp on that one. Anyway, guys, look. His snaps have been creeping up over the last couple games. Breakout game this week against the Saints, 17 points, 13 attempts. How many did DeAndre Swift have, Erika? Do you know this?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, not snaps, attempts, because that wouldn't be very good. But anyway, he had 19. So, we're getting a little bit closer up there between the two of them. He gets in the end zone for his first NFL touchdown. Love that. Now, here's what you love the most is the upcoming schedule of the Chicago Bears. They get Baltimore. They get Cincinnati. And then they get the Giants over the next 3 weeks. You could not ask for a better slate of running back vulnerable teams. Okay. So love Kyle Manungai over there. I think you are probably going to have to spend a little bit on him if you want to get him. So be prepared. Running backs always cost more, right? Because it's such a volatile position. So get ready to spend your fab on him. It looks like they are finally kind of have their running game figured out in Chicago. Like DeAndre Swift has looked like a completely new person. So I like Manungai here. Moving on to a team that
I'm just gonna say the Bears could be a 7-2 team. They could be first in the division at this point. They could.
Hold on. I don't know that I agree about that. I don't know that I agree about that.
But they could.
I mean, sure. And I could be the Queen of England also, but I'm just kidding.
Just saying. We could make a side bet. No worries.
Side bet. Yeah, absolutely side bet. Also, too, while we're talking about the Bears, what the heck is going on with Roma Junze? What the heck? I need more. I need first part of the season, Rome. I don't like what's going on right now.
It was because the refs handicapped him last week with getting that touchdown, and now he's just like, it's a confidence issue. Got to get his confidence back.
All right. Well, it better get sorted out soon. All right. Now, moving on to a team that I am kind of loath to discuss because, good God, they are spiraling. But everybody, Tajay Spears, rostered in 41% of leagues for the Tennessee Titans. They did split carries this week. Spears had 5, Pollard had 6. They ran for just about the same amount of yards. And look, this offense cannot get anything going right now, but Spears is a name. He is getting on a field he is getting on a field. He's getting on the field is what I meant to say, but you guys know what I was talking about. Listen, now they do get Indy and they get the Chargers over the next 2 weeks before a much needed bye for this team. Again, like he's not somebody that I'd be really excited about starting, but the fact that his attempts and the usage is getting really close to where it is with Pollard kind of concerns me a little bit for Pollard, but it does make me a little bit more optimistic if I do have Spears sitting on my bench. With all these buys, you are going to need a warm body to throw in. And so 41%, a little bit less likely that he's available in your league. However, Tajay Spears, and he's talented. I
have a good feeling about Spears.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll be serviceable. You don't have to watch the game. Nobody's going to force you to watch a Tennessee Titans game. Okay. Just enjoy your, 7 to 9 points that you're going to get in your low end flex. All right.
I don't think they're all going to be that bad either.
Hopefully not.
I mean, you talk about having something to prove. Yeah. The New England Patriots went out there and just
the Mike Vrabel revenge game.
Yeah, revenge game.
You knew that was coming.
Exactly.
That was coming on a week where they had just fired their head coach, had an interim head coach come in, and again, this is the team that's got like the least amount of first downs in the NFL right now. Like they just can't get anything past midfield. It's pretty rough for the Titans. But there are going to be a few guys out there that you're probably going to have to throw in here and there.
I really like how this week is just like, hey, here's a body.
Here's a body. That's what's going to happen.
Give it a try. Good luck.
You're going to have more teams on bye. Let me introduce you guys to Devin Neal, right? Third string running back for the New Orleans Saints. Kendry Miller, we find out, did tear his ACL. So unfortunately, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Now, look, I don't have any stats for you on Neal because he hasn't done anything this year. But he's a stash for me because if something happens with Kamara, he's going to be next man up. Okay. I don't see him competing with Kamara for any sort of significant starting time, anything like that. But he's one of those guys, if you have room on a roster, if you are in a deep league and he's not already rostered, he's going to be somebody that you want to make sure you have now before you have to pay $350 all the rest of your fab for him in a couple weeks if something happens with Kamara. So kind of somebody just to like keep in mind for that. I know Sharlene and Erika, I think you guys have a couple other guys, right? We got a Kansas City Chief here, Erika Burchard Smith.
I just want to bring up with Devin Neal. He was a Big 12, he played for Kansas. One of the better running backs in the Big 12. And I get it, Big 12 gets a lot of hate because, we are terrible on defense. But really good running back. I liked him and Scatabo coming out of college. So I think he's really productive running back. And I think he would be good as, a complementary back to Kamara in this offense. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Definitely. Scamper says, welcome to the party, Taysom Hill. No.
He's actually what's going to happen. You're going to see a lot more Taysom. You know it.
Much to our chagrin.
So I want to bring up Kansas City running back Rashard Smith. So, of course, his usage came this week in garbage time when the Chiefs just dominated that game, 31-0. But he finished the game with 14 carries for 39 yards and 5 receptions for 42 yards. And, we love running backs that catch passes. So definitely keep an eye on him. Kareem Hunt went down with an injury. It doesn't look like it's super serious, but he could at least miss some time. Pacheco's been, this season. But, Smith can definitely work his way into this lineup moving forward.
Well, I remember watching, was that game on TV? It might have been. No, that game was not on TV here, but I think I saw the red zone spot where he caught a couple passes. He just looked really good. Like just really kind of met that eye test. And you're right, Kareem Hunt did get banged up a little bit there. They need to do something with their running game because Patty Mahomes can't be their lead rusher every single week.
That's bad. That's not good.
Or can he?
I mean, that's true. Maybe he can. He's opening up a whole new part of his game that we didn't even know about.
He's the running back that we want from Kyler Murray.
Right?
Oh, geez. Ooh. Oh man. Wide receiver time.
Moving on.
Time. Sharlene, talk me through some of these wide receivers here. Who do we have on deck?
So I've got a couple of deep league dart throws that
Yeah.
that
Let's
I
hit those
threw up
first.
here, and so I know I put up Matt Collins, and I'm assuming it was you, Stacy, that said,
Was.
"What about Booty?" And I have to say, I did not put Keyshawn Booty up here because I thought he was higher owned than he actually is. I was like, there's no way. I mean, we don't need to talk about him. He's got to be owned in like at least, 60, 70% of leagues at this
Yeah.
point. 43%? What?
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe we should be talking about Booty right now.
Booty. It's always fun to talk about Booty. It's always fun to have a
Isn't
little
it,
booty
though?
talk. Yeah.
Waiver wire after dark.
Waiver wire after. I mean, it's
I
almost
like it.
9, so I
Oh,
feel
maybe
like
is that when we play your game? Waiver wire after dark.
we should play that game next week when Colby's back. Because I really want Colby to be here when we play that game.
Got it.
So
That's what you guys have.
It'll be fun.
Look
if you
forward
guys
to next week.
tune in next week, we're gonna
Yeah,
play a fun little
that'll be
game
fun.
called "How Many Drinks Would It Take for You to Start This Player in Your Lineup?" Okay, it's gonna be fun. Trust me.
So while we're drinking.
It's well, obviously. I mean, that's a given. 14.9 target share percentage right now, second behind Stephon Diggs. Now, this is just the wide receivers. I'm not counting. I can count. Let me throw tight end in there because you do have Hunter Henry who gets quite a bit as well. Oh, this isn't going to let me do both of them together. Okay, whatever. Rude. Hunter Henry gets 12.2. So, I mean, you're still looking at over the last 3 games. Keyshawn is got that nice little 14.9 target share percentage.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to pick between those guys. There's so many good ones, right? I mean, you've got Diggs is getting the ball a ton, and then you've got Booty there. Pop Douglas gets in the end zone last week. He had a good week this week. You've got Hunter Henry, who is just one of Drake May's top red zone targets. And then you got Ramondre, as well. So it's hard to pick between all these guys. And he's got a lot of options. He's got a lot of really good options.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all off season, I think we were all in on Pop Douglas. Like we kind of we were forgetting about Stephon Diggs.
Oh yeah,
Keyshawn Booty was on anyone's radar.
Nope.
And then now Pop Douglas is like nothing in that offense right now.
He, he'll go off on the weeks that you've benched him or given up on him. Like the week, I think last week he got in the end zone, and it was literally the week that I finally gave up and started using him as like cut bait for all my leagues. So
yeah.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
I feel like part of that is because Diggs and Pop both play in the slot, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, when you're looking at that, I mean, it's definitely Diggs at that point.
Yeah.
So,
but Josh McDaniels does love him a slot receiver so much,
right?
So much. Loves him a slot receiver. Yeah.
Who else we got?
We got Darnell Mooney over here, 36% rostered. He does give Michael Penix another option as that wide receiver too. When he's healthy, he's had some injury issues this season so far. Before his injury, he was seeing around 80% of snaps. Very favorable schedule ahead for the Falcons. You've got Miami, New England, and Indianapolis giving up a ton of wide receiver points, and they got Carolina after that. So I just don't think that you can discount the second option in that Atlanta offense there. I really don't have too much else to say. He's just one that he absolutely should be rostered. It kind of surprised me a little bit that he was at 36%. I don't know if people had just dropped him, because of the injuries. He was missing some time there. So perhaps that was why. But, he's out there and,
I really think that's exactly why.
Yeah, you definitely got to have him on your roster. If he's back and he's healthy, he's on the field.
That just made me laugh. Diggs, Pop, and Booty talk.
Right.
What we're about here, on the waiver wire.
That's what we would name this episode. Absolutely.
100%.
Campers coming in clutch.
Love it.
I
love it.
Their names. Fantastic. Moving on. Eric, I'm all about your Bears this week, even though they are not going to be the division winners.
First in division.
Luther Burden rostered in 29% of leagues after catching 4 for 4 in week 6. He did only see 2 targets in week 7. but I still think that he's worth a stash. I think we all kind of know, right? Rookie wide receivers tend to come on that second half of the season. We are getting to that second half of the season, right? He's going to be integrated more into that offense. I think you are going to see more good things, coming from Luther Burden. I think you just have to be patient, right? And again, we did talk about that great schedule they've got coming up with Baltimore, Cincinnati, and the Giants. Just another reason that you want to have Luther Burden rostered in your leagues as somebody that you're going to be able to plug in as these other teams are starting to have buys. You're going to start missing a lot of your, starting guys for sure. So Luther Burden, definitely somebody that you want to make sure that you've got in your league.
Yeah.
Approve.
Yeah. Colby wants to know if the Jaden Higgins quota has been met yet. Colby, that's a great question. Charlene, you've got Xavier Legette. Why don't you talk about him? I'm going to look up the numbers for.
I do.
Guy.
This week he had 9 receptions on 11 targets for 92 yards and a touchdown. So, I feel like he's on the right path.
It's a trap.
Yes, maybe, but he has the potential to be such a big part of this offense. And it can't just be the Teteroa show. There's got to be somebody else, right? And he has shown flashes, and I am really hoping that becomes more consistent as opposed to flashy. But now with the Bryce Young injury, it could go either way, right? We don't really know what's going to happen at this point. So I think he's definitely somebody to keep an eye on. If you have space on your bench, pick him up, stash him, see what it looks like with what is Andy Dalton, right?
Yeah.
He's got the Red Rocket. So
can I say I think this offense is going to be better?
Is it Red Rifle? I think Red Rocket means something else.
Well, I think they kind of both do. But anyway, I feel like they're both kind of the same. So I wasn't really sure which.
Thank God I'm not here tonight, right?
It's a little unhinged.
Yeah.
Next week, Colby, don't worry. We'll be
right back on it.
And ready to keep going strong. Also, Colby, very professional photo you have in your YouTube profile picture over here. Like your little suit.
Fancy.
Look at that.
Yeah, fancy.
So fancy.
I will say, I think the offense is going to be better with Andy Dalton.
Maybe.
I keep wondering, but that's why I'm saying I'm not really sure which direction Legette's going to go in.
Yeah.
Which Andy Dalton are we going to get?
Right. And we also had Coker back last week. They didn't target him. It wasn't a great day for him coming back off the IR. Not good, but Legette has looked really good the last couple games. They definitely been going.
And that's what I'm saying is I feel like he's on an upward trajectory, and I would like to see that continue. Yeah. But with the Bryce Young injury, we don't really know, right?
No.
So
no.
We'll see.
Who's to say? To answer Colby's question, the Jaden Higgins quota has not yet been met. As we have talked about Jaden Higgins before on the show. He's still only rostered in 23% of leagues. Definitely looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring to the table tonight at the late game for Monday Night Football here. But Jaden Higgins is one that you should be out there grabbing up if he's still in your leagues too. We've got one more guy. One more guy, Charlene.
So, there's not a whole lot to say about the last guy. I've got one last deep league dart throw, and that's Christian Watson, who is they took him off IR. Mm-hmm. He's in that 21-day window. He didn't play last weekend. I don't know that he's going to play this week. In fact, I would bet on him not playing this week. But with Jaden Reed out until who knows when, I think that there is a spot for Christian Watson. Now, what he's going to do with that spot remains to be seen. But like I said, I mean, it's a deep dart. So if you're in deeper leagues, if you're, you know, if you need a body, I mean, it's definitely a wait and see. With this is not. I mean, even if he's available, even if he's playing, this is not a plug and play guy.
This whole Packers wide receiver core, it's like all wide open. You never know who's going to get the targets each and every week.
Right. So I am really curious to see what happens when he comes back. So, yeah, deep dart throw. Stash him if you can.
I mean, there is definitely a space for the Packers. I have to chime in because that's my team. Definitely a space for a wide receiver too. Right now, you've got Romeo Doubs, who has got the majority of the target share since everybody's been injured, 24.6% over the last 3 games. On the season, Doubs is looking at a 20.5% target share. Matthew Golden is making his presence known, like we talked about with those, rookie wide receivers, second part of the season, they are coming on. He's looking great over the last 3 weeks, 15.9% target share. Then you've got, Dontavian Wicks back there, Savion Williams, you got a Malik Heath kind of in the mix as well. Guys, we don't forget about Tucker Kraft. Everything is going to go through our little Tucker Kraft mac and cheese.
Right.
There is space for Christian Watson. Like I said, you don't know about Jaden Reed. We don't know when he's coming back. So, there is that. And they do get the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday Night Football, guys. Pittsburgh is giving up 41.1, third most points in fantasy to opposing teams' wide receivers. This ain't your Steelers grandpa's off or defense anymore, guys. They are
Steelers grandpas.
Steel curtains. Steel curtains.
Whatever.
No Steelers grandpas.
Listen. You know what I meant, okay? Everybody out there knew what I meant.
Except for Rodgers.
You're giving up the points. You can throw on them, is what I'm trying to say. All right? You can throw on them. And people are. Just like Joe Flacco.
Yeah. The one thing I will say with Christian Watson is I feel like even when he does come back, he's going to have more of that Alec Pierce role, like very boomer bust. He's got that explosive, like deep down the field opportunity. So even if he does come back and he is the same or better than what he was, I feel like it's still going to be a little bit of that boomer bust.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of just throw that up. Is this Guardian cap getting bigger, or is it
every week, Scampers? Every week they're adding another layer for every season. Or not, I mean, every week as it goes on, they're just going to add like another
every hit. Yeah.
By the end of the season, he's going to look like mushroom. What's the mushroom thing from Mario?
Toad.
He's going to look like Toad by the end of the season.
But you know what? If it's between looking like Toad and getting another concussion, like I'm all for looking like Toad.
Tua needs to be wearing
I'm all for looking like a bobblehead. Right? Everybody needs to be wearing these.
Everybody needs to be wearing those.
Like just go. If you all go out there looking like bobbleheads, then
that's fine.
Who cares? I'd rather have my brain functioning than have if that's the difference, right?
I'm telling you, like Tua, man, they should have put one of those on him years ago. He's a shell of himself.
Scamp coming in hot. Play Watson where you would play JMO at 100% right now.
Yeah.
Curiosity is going to get the best of me real quick. I'm going to look up and see what the box score right now.
I'm so sad about Jameson Williams. I was all in.
Me too. And it's painful.
It is
painful. Thankfully, I didn't go crazy and draft him everywhere. But that's downright painful.
Jamar Gibbs.
I know. I'm a little bit behind you.
Killing
I just
it.
made the same face.
Jamar Gibbs looking just like an absolute
killing it right now. It's looking like a Jonathan Taylor out there.
That was nice.
Yeah. Second rushing touchdown for Gibbs.
Dude, so are they running away with this game now? I mean,
1 target, 0 points, 0 reception.
Who?
For JMO.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
We can go ahead before we move on to we got a Jahmyr Gibbs 5-yard rushing touchdown in here. Lions go up 20-9 on the Bucks.
Yeah. Are they
Bucks,
running
they
away
get a
with this game
touchdown
now?
in. It looked like a Tez Johnson. Was that the right Johnson? 15? Because I think 19 is Cam Johnson.
Now we got Johnson's in the mix.
We got Dose Johnsons. Dose Johnsons. Clip that. 105.11.
Booties, Johnsons.
I
mean,
Yeah,
we'll give you everything on this
on the
show.
waiver wire after dark, guys. This is what you came
Count
for.
me
here.
in.
You came for the football analysis, but you're staying for the inappropriate innuendo.
That's what we're here for.
That is what we're here for. We give the people what we want, guys. We absolutely do. Thank
It
you,
was
John.
Tez.
for
Okay.
being out. It was Tez. You know how I knew? Because he was much thinner. He was more slender than Cam Johnson.
I just love how none of us looked it up. We were like, it's a Johnson. It's fine.
I knew the number, but I knew the number though. So I did know that. Yeah. Tight ends. We got some tight ends to talk about.
Erika.
Continuing down that road. Sorry, Jorge. Hope we don't get fired after this show.
We make the show fun. I mean,
Right.
when Colby comes back, it's just going to be a dud
He's
again.
gonna be horrified when he comes back.
He's going to be horrified.
Or he's going to completely lean into it and join the chaos with us. And that's really what I'm hoping for.
Join us.
That's what we
We
need.
already know that Colby has top-notch FBI sleuthing skills.
That is true.
Sharlene, you didn't
100%.
know this. Colby is, like, if you need somebody found, Colby will find them for you.
Oh,
Moving on to Aronde Gadsden.
noted.
Let's just segue. Perfect segue. Aronde Gadsden. Sharlene, this is
Huge
your
week.
guy.
Huge week. 7 receptions for 124 yards and a touchdown. And the week before, he had 7 receptions for 68 yards. I mean, he is moving on up.
Oh, yeah. I watched the replay of this game today because I didn't have anything else to do at work. So I put on the replays of, I did like the condensed. If you get the NFL Plus, you can watch the replays of games. So I
Yeah.
try to do that when I can, and I could today. And I watched this one in particular, and literally all I heard was Aronde Gadsden, Aronde Gadsden, Aronde
Right.
Gadsden.
And,
He's just making plays all over the place.
and I mean, everybody said, well, let's be careful. Let's just see how this goes because, you've got Quentin Johnson's back. You've got Ladd out there. You've got Keenan. So where is he going to fit in? Well, he's just going to take over the offense is what he's going to do. So, yeah, if he's available, I mean, he's owned in 2.1% of leagues. So odds are he is available in your league. And if you don't have somebody like Trey McBride on your team or Trey McBride on your team, Tyler Warren, I mean, go and get Gadsden because he's just, I think everything is moving up from here. So
I will say Colby brought him up last week,
Mhm.
and that was my number one waiver pickup. So
Yeah.
I made sure to get him last week. And of course, he was sitting on my bench this week just because I was like,
Right.
I don't know what to.
And that was the thing I'm pretty sure many of us said, go get Gadsden, but maybe don't start him this week. Let's see what happens. And so, yes, he is sitting on many benches, racking up all the
25
points.
points. Yeah.
Well, and you know what, too? Like, for those of y'all that are out there saying, like, wait a minute, you've got such a stacked receiver room. You've got, Quentin Johnson, you've got Ladd McConkey, you've got Keenan Allen out there. Why am I going to go pick up a tight end? 2, isn't he going to be further down, the pecking order? This offense can support all three of these guys. So I'm looking at the box score from yesterday. Obviously, he led the team in receiving, right? He had 9 targets, 164 yards with the score. Keenan Allen had over 100 yards, too, with 14 targets. Ladd McConkey had 15 targets, 67 yards, 9 receptions with that, too. So Justin Herbert in this offense can support multiple fantasy relevant pass catchers. So don't let this put you off of Aronde Gadsden.
Right.
And they could not get that run game. They could not get the run game going.
No.
They couldn't do anything on the ground.
But Indy does give up a
I
ton of
think
points to the pass. So
Mhm.
I think that's the key too, is they can't rely on their run game. That's the piece of the puzzle they're missing. So they need to fill that in.
Yeah.
So I think that's a lot of the reason why there is so much room for all these guys to perform.
Agreed.
All right, guys, we've got a couple of New York Giants for you. I think these guys are both actually viable. Like, I don't think it has to be one or the other. Erika, talk to me about Daniel Bellinger.
So I put Bellinger down on the deep lead dart throw. So he went for 3 for 88 in the touchdown. And because the tight ends suck, he actually landed at number 5 on the week with that performance. Of course, without neighbors, you need someone to throw to. And so both Theo Johnson and Bellinger are viable. I would honestly go with Johnson before, just because he is getting more of the routes and the targets. But Bellinger is a good stash, especially, with this room, with this receiving room.
Too.
Yeah, Slayton went down.
Yeah, Slayton did go down. Just taking a look at numbers here in the red zone, you got both of these guys are leading here in targets in the red zone, with Theo getting 9 targets in the red zone, 5 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Daniel Bellinger also getting 3 targets there with 2 receptions in the red zone. So they're guys that, Jackson Dart is looking for once they get down there, inside the 20. And you're going to have, like always these tight ends are going to be a rookie quarterback's best friend. So you've got 2 really good ones here. Apparently my Yahoo just signed me out. So I lost my show sheet. Give me like 2 seconds real quick, because I had some numbers for Theo Johnson for you. Roster, here we go. Roster 13% of leagues. Yesterday, he had 7 targets, 66 yards. What saved his day was this wild touchdown. I don't know if you guys saw it. It bounced off of Wan'Dale Robinson's helmet and into Theo Johnson's hands, and he runs it in for a touchdown. It's absolutely crazy. He's on the field like all the time. He has 3 double-digit fantasy points this week. And if Scatabo is the battering ram for the Giants, I think Jackson Dart is really that safety, or not Jackson Dart. Theo Johnson is really Jackson Dart's safety blanket, along with Bellinger. Over the last 3 weeks, he has seen the most first downs of any Giants pass catcher, not just tight end. He's seeing 16.7% of that target share and is getting the second most routes run behind Wan'Dale Robinson as well. So this is kind of Theo Johnson's breakout year, kind of in my opinion. So definitely one that you want to go grab off waivers.
And I saw that touchdown and I yelled very loudly.
Wild. I bet you did. You were like, were you yelling curse words? Like, what were you yelling?
I was, because my daughter scolded me. My 7-year-old had some things to say about me swearing in our living room.
I will say this Giants team is fun to watch.
So fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It's about time
Normally, I would agree with that.
Just not this week.
Just not that game. Yeah.
Just not that game. No, I didn't want to see any of that game.
No. Well, guys, I'm going to throw up our quick list. We're going to post this so you guys all have it on social media. But here's our quick list of waiver ads for the week, broken down by position. We will get this out and up on social media, so you guys will have this in time to run your waivers. That's much better. Yeah, but guys, real quick, I don't think anything has changed since our last Monday night check-in. Can anyone update that?
I'm on an ad now.
I'm on commercial. Yeah.
21 to 9. It looks like with 2 minutes, 51 seconds left in the third. Lions have scored in every quarter thus far. Bucks have only got 9 points. Not looking great for that 5-1 record. Yikes.
Nope.
Yeah, but the Lions are at home, man. Like, they're hard to beat at home.
I just thought this was going to be a high scoring game. Like, the over under was like 52.5, 53.
Yeah, I was told there would be fantasy points. Where are they?
What's really funny is on my way to one of the after school activities, I was sitting in the car listening to Fantasy Alarm on Sirius XM, and everybody had the over except for Howard. Howard was like, no, this is going to be an under. I'm the only one that has it. And I was like, I don't know about that. And here we are.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully nobody took the overs in their DFS lineups tonight, unless it was for Jahmyr Gibbs, because I don't know what his was, but he probably hit it.
Yeah, he's already got 2 touchdowns on the day. I don't think I have him in any leagues. I don't know what his fantasy
I do.
point total
I'll tell
is
you.
right now.
Hold on.
Yep,
I have
yep.
him.
We got time, Stacey. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. We're only an hour and 15
hour
minutes
15.
in.
It's fine.
What? 36.7 in PPR leagues. Love that. 15 carries, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 for 3 on his receptions for 82 yards.
It's like him and Amon Ra. That's it.
He's a stud.
No JMO.
Love you, Gibbs. Love you. So much.
I have Amon Ra in Fishbowl. So love that for me.
Oh, we don't talk about that league.
We don't talk. Yeah. No. Happy belated birthday to Scott Fish, though. Speaking of.
Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think. Yeah. Exactly, Scam. Gibbs is in fact good. Hashtag analysis there for ya. With that, guys, who's your waiver wire lock of the week? Erika, who's your person that you cannot leave here without?
Ooh, let me look. Honestly, I'm gonna go Luther Burden. I know that's a homer pick, but I do like the opportunities that he's getting. I think they're gonna squeeze him in over Zacchaeus, over DJ Moore. I think he's gonna be getting the looks on the other side of Rome. So let's go for it. All in.
Yeah, Sharlene.
First in the division.
I'm going with Gadsden.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I mean, I seem to always lean towards tight ends for my ads, but
Charlene, noted tight end.
Love me a good tight end.
Yeah, we do. We love us a good tight end here on the waiver wire watch party.
Yeah, 100%. Stacy, what about you?
Give me a good little age gap romance. Give me some Joe Flacco over here. Love the olds. Love players that are almost my age that are out there.
I was going to say, isn't he close to your age? Is that much of an age gap?
At a high level. I'm just talking about for the majority of our players here. Okay, not necessarily talking about.
I'm at the age now where everybody's younger than me, but he's right there.
But not Joe Flacco.
No, he is also younger than me.
He's younger than me too. Don't worry about it, Charlene. So, you know what? Here's the thing, though, is that we don't look our age, and that's what's most important. Neither does Joe Flacco, because he's out there killing it. He's found the fountain of youth, just absolutely crushing it with the Bengals, bringing back new life to Cincinnati fans.
Yeah,
he's going to be my top ad this week. He's going to be the one that I am making sure that I have on my roster that I can start rest of season. Love me some Joe Flacco there. All
awesome.
Right. Yeah. So this has been a blast, guys. We are going to be back here next Monday night, hanging out with you guys, doing the waiver wire watch party. What is our
looking match? Commanders and Chiefs.
Commanders Chiefs, just one.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe with some hidden though.
Starting at a normal time. But we will be back here at 8 p.m. getting you ready for the Monday Night Football matchup for your Week 9 waivers. We're going to be bringing you all the updates on the Sunday afternoon action. Guys, make sure to give us a like, a subscribe, a follow. You can find Erika over at America with a K 108. Sharlene is at Ciao Bella.
1981.
Thank you. I knew I was going to mess up the number. I want to make sure I did. Ciao Bella 1981. Over on the X, I'm at Stacy_Perez 83. Don't forget to go over to fantasyandframes.com to check out Jim's waiver article, Gary's waiver article for IDP. Guys, you're going to get all that information over again at fantasyandframes.com. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching online, everybody in the chat, hanging out with us tonight. Guys, we appreciate you so much, and we will see you next week. Everybody have a great night.